Here is Isabel Bueso in the last hour with Rachel.
Today was the hearing, and it was a great opportunity to share my story of the situation and what's going on. And I hope that after today, both parties can really take an action to this nightmare situation that I don't think any human being should go through. To go through this, because it just been overwhelming, just devastated news.
Joining us now is the doctor who has kept Isabel Bueso alive longer than anyone thought possible when she was living as a child in Guatemala. Dr. Paul Harmatz, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I'm sorry to report to you that there was no resolution in Washington today of the looming deadline for deportation, and Isabel has said she's still not sure what's going to happen.
Thank you, Lawrence. We are really reaching the 11th hour, and I am feeling inspired by their testimony today. Jonathan, Isabel, the other panel members that were supporting their position. But as you just said, we don't see a resolution in front of us, and I just keep hoping that media pressure, support from Congress, rational thinking, kindness will turn the tables, and this will be reversed by Saturday. So.
Well, I'm hoping it will, and it's the intention of what we're doing with these stories to help make that happen. But it's kind of stunning to me that Isabel was visiting with Kevin McCarthy today, the highest-ranking Republican member of the House of Representatives, and Kevin McCarthy picks up the phone and calls Donald Trump about all sorts of things all the time. And there's no evidence that he did that today, and this is such an easy thing for the Trump administration to clarify, and it just hasn't happened yet.
They just, at the hearings, the disassociation of the questions versus the imminent death that these patients are all facing if we stop therapy at this point. And I know Isabel very well, 20 years of taking care of her, almost 20 years, but I think each of the cases you're facing a death sentence, and it's as she was describing, she's tried as much as she can to lead a positive life, to help other people, to teach, to advocate. She has a life-threatening illness and needs this therapy, which is not available in Guatemala. And I'm just hoping, just like you say, that something will break in the next 2 to 3 days, and we'll see a resolution. It is heartbreaking, and I can see the exhaustion on Isabel's face. She's a lively, vivacious person, and traveling to Washington, having interviews, it's exhausting. She has a serious illness, and we're putting her through this entire process. I think everybody's support is keeping her on track, and it's gotten her this far, but I really worry about her health at this point. Thank you. Thank you again for your support, Lawrence.
Dr. Paul Harmatz, thank you for joining us again tonight, and please stay with us as we continue to cover this story. We really appreciate you joining us again tonight. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on the button below for more from The Last Word and the rest of MSNBC.